installer leurs vieux clichés. La tour Eiffel la joue aux yeux des passants, mais moi je vous emmène à Ménilmontant, venez prendre un petit verre, vous êtes mes invités.
The main objective of Louisette-Marie Arnaud Institution for Youth is to promote the French language and culture, as Louisette-Marie Arnaud has always done with fervor and as she inspires this institution. But what is the particularity of French? French is a language that helps to learn other languages, notably Latin languages, Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, or Romanian, but also English. Since French has provided more than 50% of current vocabulary of English, French education abroad is unique in the world. 430 French schools in 130 countries welcome more than 235,000 students, 56% of whom are non-French speaking, which constitution the originality of this network of French schools abroad. More than 200 million people speak French on the 5 continents. French is a major language of international communication. La Francophonie includes 68 states and governments. France also has the largest network of culture establishments abroad, where more than 750,000 people take French courses. French is a language of thinking and debating. French is an analytical language that instructions through and develops critical thinking. It is the language of great philosophers, Descartes, Sartre, or Derrida, and renowned scientists, Pierre and Marie Curie, Pasteur, Georges Charpak. By learning French, you also learn to argue and present different points of view, which is very useful in discussion or negotiation. Speaking French allows you to discover an incomparable culture universe. French is often considered the language of culture. Every French course is accompanied by a cultural journey into the world of fashion, gastronomy, art, architecture, and science. Learning French also means having access to the original text of French writers such as Victor Hugo or Marcel Proust, and famous poets like Charles Baudelaire or Jacques Prévert. It also means being able to understand actors such as Alain Delon or Juliette Binoche. It means having the pleasure of listening to and singing to the songs of Edith Piaf or Charles Aznavour. French is a language of the Enlightenment and of illustration. French is a language of universalist ideals carried by the philosophers of the Enlightenment century, who contribute to the spread of the idea of human rights throughout the world. French is the language of international relationships. French is both a working language and one of the 2 official languages at the UN, UNESCO, NATO, the European Union, the International Olympic Committee, and the International Red Cross. French is the language of several international legal bodies. Fluency in French is essential for anyone considering a career in the international organizations. France is the most visited country in the world, with over 70 million visitors per year. With a basic knowledge of French, it is so much more pleasant to visit Paris and all the regions of France, from the mildness of French Riviera to the snowy peak of the Alps and the wild coast of Brittany, but also to understand the French culture, mentally, and art of living. France loves human beings. France loves the youth who build the future. The main objective of the Louisette-Marie Arnaud Institution is to promote the French language and culture to young people, as Louisette-Marie Arnaud has always done with fervor, thus contributing to the expansion of the French-speaking world. Sowing seeds and acting for the future.
Quand au lever du jour, je sors des trois maillets, la voix défoncée. Je vais croquer ma femme en colimaçon.